So, you probably already know this, but recently I got divorced, so I've been writing a lot about my divorce. There was a comment on one of my articles I wrote on Medium. The person basically told me I should stop self-flagellating, and I felt this heat. When you know that you're angry and you're aware that you're angry, I've gotten really better now at feeling the emotion and then just having it sit in there. I'm like, I am so pissed right now. I don't want to talk to you until when I figure out exactly how to communicate the way I feel without offending you and regretting it. Today I want to talk about dealing with negative comments. I think it's the difference between negative comments and hate comments. Hate comments are people who just clearly just don't like you. They don't like your face, they don't like how you look, they don't like anything about you. So they'll say rude things just to piss you off. There's no substance to it. It's more like you suck or get the hell out of here, or something that just like it's just there to just cause you to be angry, and there's nothing in there. I think it's actually easier to deal with hate comments because you can see where they're coming from and be like, oh yeah, cool, all right, fine, I suck, I know. I think negative comments hurt more because there's a lot of aspects of truth in it. With hate comments, you can see the hate. You can see like, this person doesn't like me. And there's certain pride of, wow, I'm so good that you don't like me. With negative comments, this person took the time to watch my video, read my article, and express something that has some truth in it, which is why I get angry when I read negative comments, because the article I wrote and the articles I've been writing, I can see from outside perspective of, why is this guy writing so many articles about his divorce? Like, what is... Get over it, bro. Like, come on, we know, yes, you're divorced and like life sucks, yeah, yada yada, get over it. And I can see some aspects of self-flagellation, which is writing about, oh my god, I should have done this and I should have done that. And it's true. The reason why I didn't like that particular and thought it was negative comment was because of the delivery. I took my anger and I sat and I thought about it, like, you know what, I'm going to make a video to help other people manage this negativity. So let's get right to it. It's going to be in 3 parts. The first part, accept your position as a creator and realize that you're part of the 1%. The majority of the people on the internet don't create. The majority of people don't make things. You have many people who are just there to consume, give feedback, consume and give feedback. As a creative, as a creator, as somebody like you who's watching this right now, who makes things or who builds things, whether it's a family, whether it's a business, you are going to be in a position where people are going to give you negative comments, because that's what people do. I start with this because it's easy to say, ignore them, just forget about the people who tell you whatever they want to tell you. I don't think you can. I don't think it's possible. People will come and knock your door and tell you they don't like the way your door looks. They will tell you they don't like that you're too quiet. They'll tell you they don't like that you're making too much. Dude, human beings would always find something to give you feedback about, and it's not always going to be positive. And we'll talk about negative comments here today. Another time we'll deal with positive comments. And let me know in the comment section if you want to talk about positive comments. I don't know. I think I'm speaking fast because I'm getting excited about this topic. But slow down now. You have to accept your position as a creator and embrace it. When you put yourself and show that you're part of the people, the 1% who make things, some people wouldn't like it. Some people will take opportunity in that to actually point out the flaws in you. And when you understand that, it means you can actually improve over time. So when you accept it and accept the feedback and see where the truth lies in it. For example, in my case, I have made the conscious decision of actually moving away from that, oh, my life sucks because I'm getting a divorce, because I was wallowing in it, I was self-flagellating. And I've taken the decision, all right, this is feedback that is negative, pissing me off, but there's some truth here. So I'm going to use that and I'm going to improve. I use now this as improvement. I think that's the same thing you should do. When you see a feedback, negative comment that actually hurts your feelings, it's very possible that it's true. So maybe somebody tells you your lighting is terrible because you're a terrible person. I don't say that's hate comment, that's more like a negative comment, because it's possible that your lighting might be horrible, but that doesn't mean that you're a horrible person. I don't know who actually say that. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe your lighting has a problem. So you can sit there with the anger, or you can buy better lighting. Be more concise, or you can complain that people don't have much time to work on the internet. Accept that you're part of the 1%, embrace it, and use it to improve. Number 2, choose your filter carefully. I think this is one of those things that people forget. Creatives forget this. If you understand that you're part of the 1%, it means that you have to create a filter for who you should listen to. And who you should listen to is probably going to be in that 1% as well. And most of the people who are in the 1% will actually take time to give you better feedback. But they're human beings, so sometimes they fail. Which means that you have to choose and pick and choose the people you listen to, people whose feedback you actually agree with. Most of the people who give you feedback about your creativity, your creation, they are not creators. They're not people who make. Somebody asked me on Instagram, like, I'm thinking of writing a book, publishing a book. I want to use a pen name. I don't use my name. Some people say it's not a good idea. Some people say it's a good idea. And what do you think? What's your opinion? I told him, listen, there are people who've succeeded with pen names. People have succeeded without pen names. Either way works. Do what works best for you. Understand that there'll be consequences. Do your research. Choose one path and go with it. Because I think a lot of that is just procrastination and resistance. The last thing I told him was also, these people who are telling you that, etc., have they written books? And he's like, no, none of them have written books. Here's the key with negative comments or negative feedback. When somebody leaves a comment on my YouTube video and I see that they themselves are not a YouTube creator, first of all, my feelings are less hurt. Secondly, I realize that they're just speaking from without experience. I can avoid a conversation that would have led to misunderstanding because they would not get it. If you're not a maker, you cannot give a maker advice. You can give advice or feedback as a consumer from the consumer's perspective, but there is a line. That's why you have to build your filter. Are you getting feedback from people who are consuming your videos, or are you getting feedback from people who are making videos? Because it's two different classes. Somebody who just sits and watches videos on YouTube, who has never made a YouTube video, cannot talk appropriately about YouTube. That's my personal opinion. Yes, you tell me film critics don't have to make films, but if you want to be able to give expert feedback, which happens to be negative, there's an aspect of making that has to come to it. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comment section. I would love to see your positive comments. The third leg of dealing with negative feedback is something that you probably not see coming, so left field, is get on to the next project. The problem that I see with many people who are making things on the internet is that you make one video and then you spend your whole time dealing with the comments. You spend your whole time writing and reading and complaining, like, this person said this and this person said that. Why is this person saying this? Who are these people? Why do they hate me? So you banter and argue about these things. Go make the next video. I read this from a Reddit thread that D'Angelo Wallace wrote. He said something about whenever he's done, he's already working on the next thing before you even see the stats. Like, I think this even applies to just handling those, stats, and this is my best video for the month, and the way YouTube stats shows you your content in your face, you're like, this video did not do well. Like this video I'm filming right now, when it's going to get uploaded, I'll be filming another video. Because the pressure is off this specific video and I can put all that energy in another video, I don't have time to wallow in negativity and sadness and complain about being self-flagellating. Or I can make a video about somebody who wrote a comment on my Medium page and then they're not going to find out on YouTube because they don't watch my YouTube videos. To recap, the first thing you need to understand as a content creator, as somebody who makes things, who just builds, whether it's a family, it's a business, blog, book, whatever, is that you're part of the 1%. Most people don't create, they just consume. So it comes to territory. You have to embrace that, you have to accept it, and you have to use it to improve. Second thing is you need to build your personal filter for choosing whose negative comment is worth pissing you off, because some people are just not worth it. So what it is, there's people who you should not be listening to because they don't know what they're talking about. When you see and you identify these are people I should not be listening to, then it makes this easier for you to just move on. Sometimes I read comments from people and I see what they've written and I understand where they're coming from, and I just say, you know what, thank you for your feedback and for taking the time to leave a comment. I'm genuinely appreciative of you taking the time to leave a comment, but I realize that this particular comment is not worth the energy. It's not worth trying to get into the nitty-gritty of understanding where you're coming from, because I can see and understand where you're coming from, and there's really no point dragging this conversation longer than it needs to be. The final thing is get onto the next project. Once you've accepted it, once you've built your filter, and now you get onto the next project. When you're moving and making the next video, you don't have time to think about the previous video. If you have time to do that, then you're probably not working in a hard project enough. Like, get onto the next project. If you're making videos and you're tired of making videos, write a script. I don't know, make music, do something, build a house. Okay, maybe that's too much, but do something else other than sitting there and waiting for people's feedback. So that's it for me today. My name is Kamga. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you like it, make sure you share it on whatever platform you're on. And this is not my energy level. I'm just really excited about life. And there's a plane. You probably cannot hear it because this mic is pretty good. Cannot pick up there, but I can hear it, so I feel pretty annoyed. Anywho, I'll see you in the next video.